Hey guys, Will here and Tom.
Hey.
So you guys would have seen Tom in quite a few videos recently. Last few months he's been popping up here and there. He's also been helping out with our community streams for our community nights in iRacing as well. So a somewhat familiar face to some of you, but today is a very exciting day for both of us as well as for the channel, hopefully, because Tom is starting up today as a, what do we call it? A employee?
Yeah,
employee. I guess he's on the accounting software,
books,
so it's official. Tom is now an official employee of Boosted Media, which is something that, if you saw my video the other day where I cried, it's something that's really exciting for me, both personally as well as exciting for the channel. So Tom brings with him a wealth of experience, and I'm going to talk him up now, and he's probably going to, you're going to have to live up to it.
Oh, all right, we'll see.
So Tom brings with him a wealth of experience in the production industry, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, well, I've spent the last 13 years in radio, in the audio side of things, audio production and music programming. So,
So he's hopefully going to help us fix up a lot of the audio issues that we've had here in this space recently, which I know has been a bit of an ongoing problem.
So I hope this video sounds all right, because that'd be awkward.
One of his first tasks is actually going to be to do some more acoustic treatment, and basically he'll be responsible for fixing the audio. So if it still sucks,
see what we can do.
Yeah, blame this guy. But look, before we get started, what we wanted to do in today's video is basically just run you through a bit of Tom's background, what he brings to the table, as well as share with you some of the things that we're hopefully going to be doing moving forward with the channel. There's going to be a few changes around here, mostly around, structural and things like that. So I want to try and be a little bit more structured with the content that we're putting up, so it's not just sort of random videos here and there. So maybe like a review twice a week, a racing video 2 or 3 times a week, and some other sort of live streaming type stuff as well. One of the other things that we've been talking about doing a lot in the Boosted Media community on Discord was a weekly sort of whose fault was it video, and I thought it'd be fun to maybe do a sort of live stream style of that maybe.
Yeah, nice.
There's a lot of ideas that we're floating around at the moment, and we're not sure exactly where things are going to land or what exactly we'll be doing just yet. But if you guys have any ideas for things that you'd specifically like to see, let us know down in the comments too. But before we get started, some fast rapid fire questions for Tom, so that we can get to know him a little bit better.
This is awkward. Okay.
So no thinking. The faster the answer, the better.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. So childhood hero.
Cliff Richard.
Who's? They're not going to know who Cliff Richard is.
Everyone knows Cliff Richard.
Who's
Google Cliff Richard. Would you do yourselves a favour? He's
now I'm going to have that.
If the only way up is the only way,
and it's you.
Bloody legend.
Oh my.
No, Cliff Richard, or maybe, okay, let's say like Mick Doohan.
Mick Doohan, yeah, that's an acceptable.
First childhood hero,
That's an acceptable answer.
Okay.
All right. Favourite car?
I'm going to say Lotus 72.
Why?
Because it's just sexy. Oh my gosh. It is just one of the nicest looking cars. The JPS. John Player Special series. It's just raw. The sound, they're so fun to drive on the rig and everything. It's just...
Back when it was all about raw.
That's it. It's just this sweet spot of lack of downforce and power. It's just, I love it.
Who's your favourite racing driver then? I didn't actually put that on the list, but...
Of all time?
Of all time.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Isn't it everyone's?
Senna?
No. Team LH.
No.
Represent.
He's going to get himself fired. I'm a fan of Lewis as well. What do you think about the record?
Oh, it's amazing. Who would have thought that someone was going to be able to match Schumacher's record there? It's incredible.
I don't think anybody thought that it was... I mean, probably like maybe 2 years ago when it was starting to look... But up until that point, it just kind of seemed like it was going to be one of those
It's such a huge
things.
number. And, next is the 7th world title. And
everybody was kind of
wins.
saying like, it was so much different back when Michael set that record because... there was dominance and, there were so many other factors that kind of played into it that it probably would never happen again. And here we are. But I kind of hope he stops winning as well, though, just so...
Look, it's not been a gread era of F1 to watch as a spectator. It's kind of, there's not been the best racing. But, you got to put, take your head off.
What?
You got to take your hat off to Hamilton for that record.
True.
It's pretty impressive.
Coolest thing that you've ever done?
Ooh, okay, I've done some cool things.
Yeah.
I don't know, being able to say that I work at Boosted Media is one of the coolest.
I don't think that's the real answer.
Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to say It's got to be between 3 things.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do that?
You can give us 3 things, but you still got to pick one.
Okay, so it's either mountain biking at Whistler.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Being driven around Nordschleife in a AMG GTR.
Throwing up
many times.
We've shown that footage before.
You've all seen that, yes.
We've all seen you throw up in the AMG.
Or driving around the Red Bull Ring in a Porsche Cayman S. Just me and the instructor in the car in front, just the 2 of us in a glorious 40 minutes of romantic driving.
Because that's not something that you would normally get to do either, is it? So we probably shouldn't even be talking about it. You might get in trouble. You might get your mate in trouble.
Yeah. So.
What about driving the Jag up and down that?
Oh, okay, make it 4. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
The Grossglockner Alpine Pass in Austria, amazing piece of road. You've seen it on Top Gear and those things all the time. Incredible. So I hired a Jaguar F-Type to fang up and down there for a day.
And it was like you were staying inside the complex. So
so it's within a toll zone, and you can't pass the tolls after 6 p.m. and before 8 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
So I found a hotel room within the toll zones, and it was in summer, which is off peak because it's skiing.
Yeah.
So I was the only person in there, and you get daylight until 10:30 p.m.
Was that planned, or did it just kind of?
I
awesome.
read someone had done that before. I'm like, yes,
that's.
Really.
That is and it's a cool car to do that into.
Yeah,
was it
great.
The rear-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive version?
It was all-wheel drive.
That's all right.
Yeah. It was a nice car to drive, but
it's a very playful car, even with because it's still quite a heavy rear bias. So
it was very. Good. Oh, I loved it.
I'm sure. Yeah, most people would. Mm-hmm. All right, probably the most important question of all. Serious? No. VR or triples?
Well, if I didn't piss people off with the Hamilton comment, I will now.
Whatever you say is going to be wrong. So.
Well, I don't have triples.
Yeah,
in my setup at home. I've used yours a few times, and it's great. I've got VR at home, which I've been using a bit more lately, and I love it. If I was going to be racing, like wanting to drive fast and race well, I think I'd go triples.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to be a good driver on VR.
Okay.
So far.
That's interesting because I actually found the opposite because I was able to sort of get that 3-dimensional stereoscopic perspective and kind of I could look up, especially for open wheelers, like you can look up over the cabin and you can spot your apexes. And
I guess maybe my habits haven't really formed to make the most of that yet. But
that's interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know. In terms of just sitting down and having a drive, VR is so cool.
Yeah, it's much more immersive. Much fun. And I think this next generation of headsets as well. Yeah, it's going to be. We'll have to get you on the Reverb G2 when we get it and. Let you have a play.
Please.
So you can be part of that review process.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Last question. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Right now?
Well, it depends how you define grow up, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you're never grown up. I don't know.
How old are you now? You're
32.
32,
so there's still time to grow up.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to grow up. A racing driver.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to be a racing driver.
You don't reckon you've already passed the peak?
Who's to say that? I mean,
Well, Lewis Hamilton's at the top of his game now, and he's my age. He's an old man.
Yeah, so I've still got 2 years to
make it.
I don't know. That would be interesting. How far can a 32-year-old with no real-world racing experience make it in racing?
With unlimited budget.
Unlimited support from, Toto Wolff or whatever. How far could you make it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not very far.
Formula Ford, maybe. I don't know.
I
wouldn't even know how to make a start.
Maybe I'll just settle for astronaut.
Yeah.
Might be easier.
Seems more reasonable. Yeah. Anyway, so look, in terms of structure and things like that, as we were saying, we want to try and sort of do a couple of reviews a week. The process is basically going to be we're going to try and film as much stuff as we possibly can here and sort of start to build up a bit of a body of content or a library of content that we can use to produce videos. Because normally the way I do it is I kind of shoot it, I'm half editing it while I'm shooting it, and it's just a very inefficient sort of process. Like it works well for me just being one person here doing it all at once because I kind of know what I've said, I know where the cuts are going to be and things like that. But it makes it very hard to sort of react to things that are going on in the industry as we're going because, something changes and you've got to kind of drop something halfway and, it makes it very hard. I think the hardest thing has been trying to do content that, is consistent. So, every Monday there's a review, every Friday there's a review or something like that. And then there's a racing video every Tuesday or whatever, a live stream every Wednesday or whatever. So that's the main thing that I want to try and achieve through doing this is, not only freeing up some more time for me so that I'm not staying up until 3 o'clock.
This man works day and night to make this thing happen.
Kind of, yeah.
We've got to fix that a bit.
Yeah, I need to have a better work-life balance because it is starting to show in my, just general being exhausted all the time. So that's one of the big factors, one of the big things that we're trying to achieve. But yeah, consistency in the content as well. So yeah, let us know down in the comments what you want to see in terms of content. Would you like to see more racing stuff, more reviews? Because obviously, ultimately, we want to make the channel about the types of videos that we enjoy making. And I think that's probably the most important thing because, if we're enjoying ourselves, then people enjoy watching the content. Yep. But at the same time, we want to obviously be doing what people want to see and making sure that we're relevant as well.
Yep.
And there's a lot of very exciting new products and stuff coming up over the next few months that, we'll be doing videos on, which is cool.
Sweet.
So, very exciting times for us here at Boosted Media.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Tom.
Thank you
to the team.
Thank you very much. What a pleasure. Hey, this is amazing.
We're looking.
It's happening.
Yeah,
so good. So good.
Yeah, it's like I said in the video yesterday. It's a dream to sort of create something that becomes a family business and that we can sort of grow and continue to sort of help people out, but also make it so that we can support ourselves as well. So thank you guys for all your support that's made this possible. Not only is it impacting my life and my family, but now Tom's family as well. And how many? You got 3 kids?
Yeah, about that.
I can't remember. I've
Good
lost count
uncle
of how
you
many
are.
kids
Yeah, 3 kids, 6, 4, and 1.
Well, we hardly even get to see each other.
No, I know, right?
So
we live in different cities, really.
Yeah, so it's going to help out a lot with that as well to sort of be able to hang out and see the kids more often. And,
I'd
good
give you
times.
a big hug if I was allowed now. Buddy.
Yeah.
Where's your face mask?
COVID. Yeah, I should be wearing a mask. I don't know. Should we be wearing masks?
I think we're
1.5 meters.
But we work in the same office. We're allowed.
So it's okay.
Come here.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll leave it at that for today. Looking forward to the future, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
See ya.